Good afternoon. How are we all doing? Don't answer that. But today we are doing a collection video. And today I'm going through all my other Boutique Blu-rays. So I've done my Arrow video collection. And so today, this is the video to suggest we're going to go through my Second Sight films. We're going to go through my 88 films. We're going to go through my 101 films, Curzon Eyes, my Premium collection, my Eurekas, and my Criterion. So we're going to go through all that today. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy this video. Hopefully you'll see some stuff that, oh, I didn't realise that so-and-so did that. I might pick that up. I'll give some of my opinions on some of them. But anyway, hope you enjoy. And yeah, let's get right down to it. So first off, Second Sight films. And we have Tobe Hooper's classic, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. One of my favourite horror films of all time. I love its gritty realness. I love the Sawyer family. I love everything about this. It's just fantastic. I love the sense of dread, the annoyance of some characters. Oh, I think it's just great. It's fantastic. One of the best horror films that we've ever had in the history of all horror films. Fantastic. Next is the only steelbook I have on Second Sight, the Amityville Horror. Haven't seen this film. Excited. One of my commenters and subscribers said this is really good. And it's based off the book, and it's still up in the air as to if this is real or not. So yeah, can't wait to watch this. Love this steelbook. Very nice. Next we have John Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13. His big film before Halloween. Fantastic film. I think it's got a great pacing, great music, great atmosphere, great cast. Everything about this is just brilliant. I like the character who's always like, cigarette? Have you got a cigarette? And I really like him. He was great. I love the lieutenant. Just everyone in this film is great. I love the base under siege goodness of this. Yeah, and the scene with that ice cream truck. See with that ice, fuck it hell. The Basket Case trilogy, haven't seen anything about, haven't watched any of these. I know what the first one's about. I've never heard anything about the second or the third film, so I'm excited to sit down and watch these. Love that cover. Reanimator, charming body horror film. I think all of this is fantastic. David Cronenberg's Scanners. Really like David Cronenberg's work. All I know about this film is that bit where the guy's head blows off. So I'm excited to sit down and watch this film because, yeah, it looks great. And apparently there are 3 sequels to this. So I don't know if Second Sight are the ones that do the sequels, but I know that there's Scanners 2 and 3. So let's see if I like this one before we even think about getting the one. And it's Dawn of the Dead Standard Edition. So this obviously comes with the theatrical cut, the extended Cannes cut, and the Argento cut. I love George Romero's work. I'm excited to sit down and watch the other cuts and see the transfer. Because I have not seen this film in years. It's just brilliant box set. I love the colouring, fantastic, and it's a nice slimmed down version of the 4K edition. We have The Strangers. I was very surprised to see that Second Sight had given The Strangers this book. I remember going into HMV where I used to live at my aunt's and just seeing this, and I was like, bit the bullet, and I bought this, and I'm really glad that I did because I love The Strangers. It's one of those great home invasion films. I love the setting, the characters. I love the suspense and the tension. I remember watching this for the first time when I was in middle school and watching it on surround sound. Oh, it freaked me the fuck out. It freaked me the fuck out for years, but glad I sat down and rewatched this. I really like this film. Comes with a fantastic poster as well. Love this box. Second Sight did a great job on this release. We got my 88 film collection. So first we have Inframan. That was in one of my first Blu-ray pickups that I ever did on this channel. I've seen clips of what this film is. It looks batshit insane. I cannot wait to sit down and watch this. I'm going to probably watch this in May when I'm to start doing, because I'm currently doing an Arrow catch-up at the moment. So yeah, I'm excited to watch this because this film looks absolutely insane. I'm not going to just go type in Inframan on YouTube, go look at some clips. Highly recommend watching Massacre for Monster Madness on it. Just give it a look and tell me that does not look batshit, and it piques your interest if you're into Power Rangers and stuff like that. But yeah. Next, I have I have two slasher classic collections, both with a slip. And first is Christmas Evil. I watched Dr. Wolfula's video on this, and I thought, yeah, that looks quite interesting. I hadn't seen many holiday-based horror films apart from Halloween up before I saw this. Yeah, I really hadn't seen apart from Friday the 13th as well. Halloween, Friday the 13th, that was about it. So I decided to pick this up. I watched it last Christmas with my sister. We were both drunk. It was quite an interesting little film. It's not just, I don't really know really. It's just a bit. It's not the film you expect it to be. I quite enjoyed it. Not many kills, but yeah, it was quite an interesting watch. I quite liked it. Next film up at the same time as I picked that one up, and that's New Year's Evil. Again, watched this on Dr. Wolfula's channel. This was very interesting. I actually really liked this. It was funny. It was definitely just give this a watch. I don't really know if I can describe this. Obvious red herring throughout this, but at the same time, I really enjoyed this film. I did like the killer. A very unique horror film that I'd seen based around holidays. But yeah, I really like this. And the bit when he's talking in the microphone and he's like, I'm going to commit murder. That's literally how he sounds it. So yeah, definitely recommend giving this a watch. I enjoyed it personally. And if you've ever watched any horror films that I agree with and you're like, oh, similar thing, I'd say give it a go. And the other big box set that I have here, I have the I Know What You Did Last Summer box set. I love the first two films. I think they were really great fun. I remember watching them as a kid. I've never seen the third one, so I'm excited to see that, even though I've heard it's absolute shite. I love the design of this box set. It's fantastic. So obviously you have all three. There they are together. Love them. Comes with a nice poster, some lovely art cards. But yeah, this box set is chock-a-block, and I'm actually happy that I bought the bullet and bought this as soon as it was announced. Love this box set, and I can't wait to get the very similar Urban Legends box set. That's on pre-order. I'm going to do an unboxing of when that comes. Very great box set. Yeah, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. So that was all my 88 films. Next we have the 101 films, or 101 films. Next is the big box set, which I was very surprised and very happy to see that they announced this. I'm glad that I managed to pick up the special edition of it instead of the standard edition, and that is the Silent Night, Deadly Night 2-pack. I was so excited when these got announced on Blu-ray over here, because I was like, fantastic. Wish it came with a poster. But yeah, watch both of these films at Christmas as well. They're just gone. I think they're both great films. I like how the second one is pretty much like a clip show of what happened to the previous one, but I still really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was as bad as everyone said it was. It was very funny in places. Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 1 is an underrated classic horror film, a classic slasher film in my books. It was really good. It was really gripping. I really enjoyed it all the way through. I loved the setting, and the snow shots look fantastic. Great transfer on this box set. I really like this box set. Great films. Apparently there were, after I watched these, apparently there is parts 3, 4 and 5. What? I don't know. This box set is beautiful. I love that design. I love the back. Fantastic. Definitely worth picking up these films if you can. Next we have a film I haven't seen yet, but I've been meaning to watch it because it's got Jamie Lee Curtis in it, and that is Prom Night. I've watched the remake of this. I thought it was okay, but this was back when I was a kid, so hopefully I enjoy this a lot more. I think this is a really cool addition. I don't really like how it's a card. The only thing I don't like is how it's cardboard and not hard box. I really like this as well. This is really cool. Can't wait to watch this. Still need to get around and watch it. Lovely. I love the look of that poster. And hopefully it's better than the remake. Next is an old 50s film I haven't watched yet. I'm going to watch it next month. Tarantella. I watched Up From The Depths review of it. It looked really good. Reminded me quite a lot of like Them and The Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. Just creatures running around, scientists trying to do their best and trying to stop it. Next is Black Christmas. Watch the Dr. Wolfula video on this. One of the very first classic slasher films. Predates Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Halloween, so I can't wait to watch this. It looks creepy as shit. Doesn't look as bad as the remake. I just can't wait to sit and watch this. And finally, we have Jeepers Creepers. Obviously, we don't talk about fucking what's-his-face who directed these. This looks really good. I like the idea of the creeper. Looks like a bit of a road trip movie. Like, can't wait to see how the transfer plays out. And I also have the second one on DVD for some reason, but not this. But yeah, I think 101 did a great job on the cover. That was my 101 films. Next we've got my Curzon Eye collection. So first we have another horror. We have The House That Jack Built, a Lars von Trier film. I always get surprised when it says it has Uma Thurman in it. It's still preachy, but apparently it's not as fucking depressing as like Dancer in the Dark or the Necro, the one about the sex addict, or the one that comes in 2 parts. But yeah, this looks great. I need to sit down and watch this because I got this last month. It looked good. I watched a review on it, and it just looked really great. I like the look of what it's going, and apparently it's very funny. at places as well. So very excited to watch that. Lauren from Lauren's collection said this is really good. So does Leon Talks as well. So if they say it's good, I believe them. They've got based opinions, in my opinion. So next we have two films by Bong Joon-ho, which is going to be outdated by the time I put this out. And they have both of these have great actors from other Korean films I've seen. Bong Joon-ho is my second favourite director from South Korea, but you're going to see which one is my favourite in a sec. I've heard this is very, very good, and I've heard this is phenomenal. And it's got my main guy from Parasite in it. I always forget his name, but he is my favourite Korean actor of all time. Oh, he's so good. Next is by my favourite director from Korea, which you have seen. I've got this for last month, and I'm yet to watch it, but I will sit down and watch it. And Park Chan-wook's The Handmaiden special edition, so it comes with the theatrical cut and the extended cut, and the theatrical cut is fucking long, so I don't want to even guess how long the extended cut is. This looks incredible. I can't wait to sit down and watch it. The transfer looks incredible from the videos I've seen of it. But yeah, Curzon Artificial Eye done a fantastic job on this release. It looks incredible. Incredible. We have the final film that I have, the only 4K I have by them, but it's done by Bong Joon-ho again, and that is Parasite on 4K. This film is phenomenal. It's funny, it's spooky in places, it's thrilling, it's brilliant. It looks stunning on 4K because we watched it on the TV. I want to sit and watch this in the black and white version. The steelbook is gorgeous. Very nice. It feels very... The picture of the steelbook feels very reminiscent of Hereditary. Next, we're going to do the HMV Premium editions. So we have them, which is the film. I was inspired to get this film because I remember that this was there was an Easter egg for these in Fallout 3, and I thought that's pretty sick. And how have I never watched this? Because at this point, I was a giant monster movie fan. So, and then we had a really good class in year 0 of uni, the foundation year that I took, and a tutor went into it and basically made me want to do an essay on old sci-fi and how nuclear war and the idea of communism and invasion was implemented, and so I picked this as one of my case studies. So I went out and picked this up on Premium Edition because I couldn't find it anywhere on streaming or on YouTube, and I'm glad I bought this because this is a fantastic film. This is really good. It's very creepy, very atmospheric. The acting is fantastic. I highly recommend picking this up. Good film from 1954. Next is Soylent Green. I haven't watched this yet. This is a recent pickup. This is like the whole idea of overpopulation goes mental, riot control, take people away and stuff like that. People are never seen again. But then we run out of food, new food ideas come out, and then basically a guy stumbles across where the food's coming from. Very classic film, very classic sci-fi ideas. I remember hearing about this for the first time when I was in like year 6 of school. We watched a clip about it. I think it was about a clip of it in geography, so I don't really know, because I think we were talking about overpopulation. But yeah, this looks great. Can't wait to watch this 1973 classic. Next is a film I have seen. Love this film. Not very long, but it's King Kong, the original, fantastic special effects for 1933 and the Great Depression. This film is phenomenal. To this day, there'll be some bits that obviously are a bit cliche and cringy and offsetting to modern day cinema, but for what this is and for the time period it came out with is phenomenal. It is amazing. The whole bit, I like the opening. But then when it gets to the island, it doesn't mess around. We get to Kong very quickly. We get to see 5 or 6 different monster fights. And then, obviously, we're then to the end, where you see the final climax of him going through the city. Fantastic film. I think this is brilliant. The Blu-ray transfer is a bit grainy. Oh, it's actually very grainy in places. But at the same time, it's still a very enjoyable film. House of Wax with Vincent Price. First heard about this through Cinemassacre's Monster Madness. And then I saw again that Laura said this was really good as well from Laura's collections. So I decided to pick this up when I went out on the last Blu-ray hunting video. So yeah, can't wait to watch this. And this also is like 3D Blu-ray because this came out in that time where 3D was like trying to pick up again. It was like a brand new thing and people were trying to capitalise on that. Next is one of my favourite films of all time, top 10. Love this film, and that is Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange. I love this film. I love the dystopian feel, the way it depicts gang violence, how horrific these sociopaths or psychotic people portray themselves. Alex DeLarge, played by Malcolm McDowell, one of the best casting choices ever done. I think the music is incredible. I just love the whole film. I just think it's... I can see why this was banned back in the day, or why Kubrick took it off the shelves, because it is an interesting piece, and it's very... For what the time it came out in 1971, this was a very different film. This is a very violent film, and depicts very touchy subject matters. And finally, I have The Beast of 20,000 Fathoms. This is one of my favourite creature films of all time. Probably one of my favourite films of all time as well. Top 30. I love the work Ray Harryhausen did. This is one of his earlier works. He's a fantastic animator. My favourite animator of all time, I would have to say. But yeah, this is beautiful. There's some beautiful set pieces in this. I think it's a great film. Basically wanted a good example of what this film is. It's like Godzilla 1998. This is Godzilla 1998 basically remade this film, if you ask me. This is fantastic. Definitely give this a watch if you're a classic monster fan, because it is amazing. Still have the DVD at home. Lovely to have this lovely edition of it, and some brilliant art cards came with this as well. That was all my premium collection. Now we have the only Eureka, the Masters of Cinema, and I'm really glad that they released this, and that is Mothra, from the original Mothra film. What can I say? Love Mothra. She's brilliant in everything. She's one of the only few Toho monsters to make it on her own. She had her own this was the early days of Toho, so this was one of the first monsters to ever get released alongside Godzilla, Mothra, the Mysterians, Varan the Unbelievable, and Rodan. I really hope Rodan gets this treatment as well, because I would love to see the original Rodan. Great transfer, great film. Just, Mothra is an absolute icon. This box set is very pretty. I was very happy to see that they'd released this. And then on the booklet, you've got that lovely original Mothra poster. On one side of the poster, you've got that, and then you've got the original Japanese poster for that as well. I need to put this up because it is gorgeous. Eureka did a fantastic job on this release. This is brilliant. And finally, we have the Criterions. Speaking of going on from Mothra, I might as well show this. You've seen this before. The Godzilla Criterion collection. All 15 films from the Showa era, including Mothra vs. Godzilla, actually. Brilliant box set. Brilliant artwork design. Fantastic. I really hope Criterion gets the rights to do the Heisei and the Millennium era of Godzilla, because that would be fantastic, because there's so many great films throughout the entire Godzilla franchise. And I feel like if we got this treatment, I'm hoping some other company or Criterion gets the right to do the other ones, because trying to get Godzilla films in Europe is fucking impossible. Like, trying to pick up... You have to have a region-free player for basically all of the releases. In America, you have to have a region A. They're all region A, basically. But yeah, so... Fantastic box set. It was worth the price for me, because I'm a massive kaiju fan. Lovely to have this. Next, we have the clear cases that I have, like that aren't little box sets. So we have 12 Angry Men. I did this in my Criterion pickup video. If you'd like to see more opinions on that, just go watch that there. But like I said, looks really good. I can't wait to watch this. I hear this is a very good film. We have the 1958 film The Blob. This is another great little creature feature as well. And yeah, I really want to sit and watch the remake, but this was really good. It's got Steve McQueen in it. How can you go wrong with Steve McQueen? And the other is Punch Drunk Love, which is the other one of the two serious roles that Adam Sandler's ever done. The other Uncut Gems. I really want Uncut Gems to get released on Criterion over here. But anyway, this looks great. I can't wait to sit and watch this. But yeah, looks great, and I love that cover. Next, we have a George A. Romero classic, Night of the Living Dead. This is obviously free domain film, so anyone can release this, I think. So it was great to see that Criterion had done this. I love this design. It looks fantastic. I love the way this box set is put together. Comes with a great little poster. Comes open like that. Very nice. Now this comes with that iconic image as well. Beautiful. Great film. Next is a classic Lynch film, and that is Eraserhead. People don't know what's going on. I feel like it's a story about anxiety and fear of the new, basically. Like, it's just painted in surreal imagery. Like, the fear of being a new father and fear of being alone and stuff like that. I think Jack Dance does a fantastic job of playing Henry in this film. I think he's a great actor. I love him in this, Twin Peaks. I love him in everything that Lynch has ever done. Sadly, we lost him too soon, in my opinion. This is a great film. I can't wait to check this out on Blu-ray. But yeah, this is a brilliant release. I've seen what it looks like inside because my housemate has the exact same Criterion as me. Yeah, fantastic. Criterion, please release more Lynch films over here. Give us Blue Velvet, give us Mulholland Drive, give us Dune, Wild at Heart. Just release them all. Next is the big chunky box set, which was £60, but I got it for £40 in the last Criterion sale, and that is the Before trilogy. Before Sunrise is a fantastic film. I've not seen Before Sunset or Midnight. It was a beautiful film with Ethan Hawke and the lady, what's her name? Julie Delby? Julie Delby, I think her name was. Fantastic first film. I love the way it's shot. I like the way it's acted. I like how great their chemistry is together. And the whole concept of the first film is fantastic. This is brilliant. Only thing I don't really like is how it's all cardboard, so it can easily get damaged. But it's obviously a beautiful box set. And I definitely wait for the price to come down because £60, £60 to £65 is quite a lot of money. And the last two we have Wes Anderson's Grand Budapest Hotel. Got this for my birthday. Have not watched this. Can't wait to watch this. The cinematography and the cast are incredible, so I can't wait to sit down and watch this. And The Irishman. This is fantastic. Great 3-hour film. Great performances throughout. Great cast. Great cinematography. The de-aging is a bit jarring at first, but at the same time, once you get past that, you get sucked into this world. Robert De Niro is fantastic with Joe Pesci. Just fantastic cast. Love this Scorsese film. Highly recommend it if you've got 3.5 hours to spare. Give this a watch. If you've watched Snyder Cut, you can watch this. Give it a go. This is fantastic. So I was sat editing the video. I just got to the last clip where I was doing my goodbye. The outro fucked up. Sound just doesn't seem to be there. So anyway, I'm just going to do a quick goodbye. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you liked it. Comment some of your favourite boutique Blu-rays down below. Tell me some that I should get for each collection that you think I should have. Any indicators that I should get. I know I want to get Christine. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, go check out some of my other ones. Have a good day. And yeah, peace.